Okay guys, this is my current disaster. So this tomato, I've pretty much chopped it back. Left the only couple pieces that even looked like they were worth saving. See them? And then there's another little one starting here, and another little one starting on this side of it. Very, very little. And I have these 2 tomatoes, and that's it. Now, once these tomatoes are fully red, I am most likely cutting that off and sticking it into the pot and letting it take this pot. Well, I'll be pulling this out, of course. Alright guys, so these are the lemons that belong on my deck. They were moved down here because in the process of my deck. Alright, I'm not really feeling this tomato at all. I've come through here and I've pruned my tomatoes back like so much. And yeah, this plant, I'm probably just gonna take it out within the next couple days and we'll see if I save any of it. I don't know, probably not. It started to look kind of diseased towards the end. Alright, and then we have these. Haven't seen any red on it yet, but I really think it's going to be one of my pear tomatoes. I'm not seeing any like stripes in it, so alright guys, these jalapenos, I'm gonna give them like another day. Look how bright pink these flowers are. I can't even begin to capture these. They're just so bright. Alright, look, these little guys are filled with water. That's how much rain. Wow. Okay, so it's another chickpea. I'll be opening up and taking the seed out of. I still haven't looked it up to make sure that I'm only going to get 1 per plant, because that's just a waste. Because if I'm going to plant 1 bean to get 1 bean, I mean, how do they ever survive? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Alright guys, so I was looking at my squash, and yeah, it does have some powdery mildew, so tomorrow I'll be doing a mixture and getting out here with my little pump thing that I bought. However, here's where I'm concerned. So I was trying to figure out like why, and then I see this. See this? So, but it's, ow. It's still pretty strong. It didn't like snap completely. However, I guess I have to go through and look at the bottom of all of them and see if that's what my problem is. Like, here I am thinking there might be another issue, but it might be like my pumpkins out front and they might have just been taken out at the base of the plant. So I am gonna plant a couple. I got sidetracked with neighbors this past weekend, so I didn't even get a chance to do it, and I'm getting worried because we're getting close to that cutoff time for spaghetti squash, because I believe it's a 90-day squash. So I do have about 90 to, I don't know, 120 would probably kind of be pushing it at this point, but I'm thinking maybe. But guys, let's see. I'm gonna stick my finger in here and see how dry this is. No. See, it doesn't feel that dry. Why does these plants look like they're thirsty? Alright, still, all of this going on, and no zucchini, guys. None, nada. I don't know. Any ideas? Going on with this dragon tongue. Plenty of flowers, so I'm not gonna rip you out yet. What about this one? Oh, sorry guys, this has a pod on it, so I guess I'll leave it and let it focus on that one pod so I could take seeds out of that one. Alright, so here's an example. See this? Assassinated from the bottom. Look. That's just so sad. Like, what's killing my squash from the bottom? It's about to be a war out here, guys. That was my buttercup squash. Well, now I know I need to start looking, which was something I wasn't even aware of before. All right, guys. That is, look, the biggest cucumber I've gotten so far. It's a whole 2 inches. I'm so excited. I know. Super stupid. I don't care. Guys, look at this beast of a mushroom growing inside a piece. This is one of the pieces of my Christmas cactus my grandmother had given me several years ago. I have since split it into a couple plants. When I almost lost it last year, I was unaware that it was sitting under the area in front of my house where all the water from the roof was just pouring into it. So it ultimately drowned, and it had like rot, just complete rot. And I was able to save just some of it for this one, and then the other one that's right there. So I separated it into a couple plants and hoping to get them big and beautiful again. These are looking nice and big. I do have one inside that I wasn't too sure that I liked the seeds that were in it, so I'm probably gonna let these get a lot bigger than this. Hopefully I can get them just a little bit smaller to my thumb in thickness. Oh, did I just see a bigger? Nope, that's not a bigger cucumber, but it's still a cucumber. So yay, cucumbers. All right, again, so my carrots have not bolted. However, I am seeing some that are just dead looking at the top. So that could be heat, who knows. So maybe I'll get out here and pull them up. I am sure they're not anywhere near ready for me to pull up. So like this one doesn't have any green on it, so let's see what it looks like. Oh, let me. Yeah, see how small? And guys, don't get me wrong, I could put this and saute it if I have a bunch of them, but it's not, you know, it's not really a carrot. It's a, how do you word it, like a decoration at that point. Okay guys, my tomatoes over here are not really liking life. They've grown to just be beast, but my pepper plants are so tall back here. So I've yet to decide what I'm going to do about this. Part of me wants to give up this bed for full pepper production and then move my tomatoes into that bed and do the 4 rows of tomatoes in that bed and separate them with 2 fences, staggering them. So we will see. It's to be decided. I got to figure it out in my mind and then on paper. But I do think it's just about that time to start getting those plants ready, because I'm going to have to rip some of these out soon, at least in the other bed. So my brads are starting to get a little bit of redness to them, and they're a little squishy to touch. But oh, see how easy that one was to pull? So my rule of thumb with the tomatoes is I squeeze them just a little bit, and if I could squeeze them, then I might pull them. Now if I pull them like this one doesn't, oh, there it goes, and I can't just do it like that with my one hand, then I don't feel like they're ready enough. So normally I'll leave them sit for another day and come back out here and try it again. Now, if I'm expecting some kind of monstrous rain, because, you know, let's face it, South Carolina, it rains when it rains, then I might come out here and go ahead and pull them off with a little bit more pressure on the tug, or cut them off and then just let them finish inside, because it's better to get them, look how deep dark purple that is. It's better to get them when they're a little underripe but starved for water than to get them right after it's rained, because one, it could cause them to crack open, which a lot of times causes you to lose the tomato, or two, it just, the flavor dies down, they're not as sweet. So I do like that option. So I am going to show you the ones I've taken down the last couple days, since I had some video issues yesterday and then I came out here earlier today before I was able to get the memory issue up and running. And I'm going to show you what we got. Guys, look at this. This thing is filled with tomatoes. Some of them's green, and some of them's this deep, dark red. Let me see if I turn on the other light, if it'll help brighten things up. A little bit. Mind the mess over here, guys. This is the bell pepper. They're really not that big, but that's okay. Some other breads that they came right off, so that's what we got. Some jalapenos. Why is my camera not focusing? It's not focusing. Oh well. So I got all those and all of that. So the next couple of days I'm probably going to make a salsa or something out of these. I need to do something. I have some jalapenos, some tomatoes, so maybe I'll run to the store and get some cilantro, because for whatever reason mine did not germinate. And some onions, because I did not have the beds in time to do those. My little baby nothing carrot. And then I'll make some salsa. Alright guys, I'm going to see you on the flip side, and be blessed.